Kashama24MJ here, finally able to make this video, and seeing the title, you probably know what it is already. It's about all the races, and how I'm gonna say how, in each of their own way, they're all OP. Now, I know I said in like a video back that I think the Namekians were the most OP race. Yes, I still stand behind that, but that doesn't mean any other race. They just have like the most OP thing and all that other stuff, but every race is OP in their own regards. It's just that I think Namekians, in my opinion, have the most advantages. But still, every race has advantages towards each other. And I'm going to explain that right now. I'll start with the Saiyans, female and male. I'll be going off of both agendas for each race. Alright, female Saiyans. To be honest, not really anything necessarily broken about them. I couldn't speak for a moment. There's not necessarily anything broken about them, with the exception, not broken or OP. The only thing that I can considerably say is OP is one of their triangle combos. Now, it's the one where you juggle a bunch of times. That shit does a bunch of damage very quickly, and the fact that you can step out of it, that's a really good combo. It's a really good effective combo, but it is something OP about them. But I will say this about female Saiyans: that's the only thing OP about them from my understanding, and by far they're the most balanced and legit race in the game, despite that. But like I said, every race has something OP, and that's their, to me, female Saiyans, they're the most balanced, and I guess you could say they take the most skill to use, because they have a lack of step cancels and all that stuff, and you kind of have to key blast cancel with them, but you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. It's not a necessity, it's just something like a crutch that you need, rather than if you're a male human, you don't need that shit and you're just using it to use it. Male Saiyans, on the other hand, male Saiyans have that cancerous square triangle combo, kind of like the little square triangle step cancel combo. You can talk about male humans all you want. That shit just as ridiculous, if not more. They do an ass ton of damage, have a bunch of priority on their snapback square, those priority little kicks after the snapback square, so you're probably gonna constantly clash with them unless you know how to fight a male Saiyan properly. If I didn't already mention, they do a shit ton of damage. They do. They have the most transformations in the game, and they're not much harder to use than using a male human. Well, since we're talking about humans at this point, let's go to the male and female humans. Now, female humans, they aren't really necessarily broken either. They have their combos is pretty easy. I'll say this about humans, the entire race in general, male and female, they are really easy to use. Now, male humans are a lot easier to use than female humans, but albeit female humans and male humans are easy to use. Thing about female humans, they do have a good amount of step cancels. They have a very good back hit that can be a little iffy at times. They do a shit ton of damage in a key blast, but then again, Frieza races do, so they don't necessarily do the most. Now, as for like anything with their transformations, not really anything regarding their special. Like if you go on a Nimbus Cloud and you have like 100 key supers, to my knowledge, I don't think that affects the damage on the Nimbus Cloud. I think it might be a set amount of damage. I haven't tested that out yet, but I will eventually. If it just doesn't come randomly in the middle of a fight. But yeah, female humans, they have a decent amount of step cancels. Their stamina breaks are really easy to pull off. They do have an unvanishable stamina break like the male humans, except you have to be at the top of the map to do it. Alright, but that's really up to the player if he wants to use it. Now, in just regular fighting mechanics, female humans, not really broken, not really OP. They're pretty balanced too, just like the female Saiyans. Just they have more step cancels. Basically, they have more step cancels and easier combos, but female Saiyans have sort of easy combos too, so I consider them basically one on, one off. And this goes for female Saiyans and female humans. Now, going on the male humans are, like I just said, very easy to use. They're probably the most easiest race to use in the game. And their square triangles, pretty cancerous, that can lead into an unvanishable stamina break, but like I said, it's up to the player if he wants to use that. We're just going off of regular fighting mechanics. They do not do a bunch of damage on their the only basic attack combo that does a bunch of damage actually is the triangle square, and to proceed with that, it takes a bar of stamina. So if somebody does do that to kill you, it's not them being cheap, it's just them maximizing their damage. And if you're in a competitive fight, then that's completely understandable. But if you're fighting like in just like a player match for fun, if they do that, yeah, they're trying hard. That's a fucking they're fucking trying hard basically. Because how would you feel if I hit you with 3 justice combinations and we're fighting for real? We're just fighting regular, okay, in a player match, and I hit you with 3 justice combinations to kill your ass. How would you feel? You wouldn't feel too good, now would you? You'd feel like I'm tryharding basically. But yeah, male humans, they have a bunch of step cancels. They have easy stamina breaks, a lot of stamina breaks actually. So yeah, they're not OP. They're just very easy to use. They're like the Goku of custom characters. Very easy to use, but don't necessarily do a bunch of damage unless you have some invested into that. And they still don't do the most damage in anything. That spot, the most damage they do in is they have 7th in Ki Blast supers. Okay, this is male humans. They don't have a bunch of basic. I believe it's like 5th in basic, and the strike supers is only second to the female Majins, which I'll get on that because Mighty Fighter has been saying for a while that he thinks female Majins are the most broken race in the game, and I'll get on Majins right now. So male Majins, I'll get on them first. Their defense above 2 bars of stamina is really good. You have to be very strategic and tactical and smart to use a male Majin, because if you run out of stamina, that's your ass. You're gonna take 3 times more damage basically. So somebody hits you with a quick, very, like, it doesn't even have to be an ultimate. They just have to hit your ass with a very hard hitting move, like a perfect shot. You know, your ass is done. You're dead, basically. That's very much the end to it. It doesn't matter how good you are, you're not gonna survive that damage, no matter what super soul you have on either. So yeah, male Majins, they have easy stamina breaks. Last time I checked, they had unvanishable combos, so not unvanishable stamina breaks, but they probably had that shit too. Their stamina breaks is pretty easy. Their combos is kind of similar to the like, it's like a cross between female humans and regular Majin combos. So yeah, they're pretty good. They're another one of those balanced races, but the reason why people don't use them, because you have to have you can't really be creative with them, because as long as you're above 2 bars of stamina, you don't take damage. But once you get below that, you're fucking dead. And nobody has time to play like that when they're just fighting for fun, you know. Now in a competitive match, it's very easy to play with them. You just gotta stay at the bottom of the map and just rise to action and whatnot, all that cancer shit. But let's get on female Majins. Female Majins, on the other hand, have a bunch of step cancels. They have the most strike supers. They have a decent amount of basic attack. And as far as their Ki Blast, my female Majin doesn't do that much Ki Blast, but they still might do a very decent amount of Ki Blast, depending on what they rank. Alright? I'm very fucking fast, alright? I want to say this. My female Majin is very fucking fast, and that's not because I'm a fast fighter, because I'm not, but because female Majins are naturally fast, and they've been like that since Xenoverse 1. Now I will say this. I will say this about female Majins. The fact that they can't be stamina broken is very, very strategic and tactical. Because if you stamina break them, you're basically resetting that stamina for them unless you have a quick ultimate to hit them with. And if you don't, well, that's it. If you rely on stamina breaks, then female Majin is going to be the worst people to fight. Unless you have a preset ready or you just know how to fight them naturally. Whenever I fight female Majins, I don't stamina break regardless. But even if me and that female Majin were playing with stamina breaks, I wouldn't stamina break them. You just don't stamina break unless they're almost dead and you have something very quick to hit them with. So for example, if I'm in a rank match and a female Majin is stamina breaking me and I'm like, okay, bet, and I stamina break him and he's almost dead or like has like a bar of health, I'll fucking stamina break him, hit him with justice combo, because like I said, it's a rank match and 9 times out of 10 is gonna be playing cheap anyway, so fuck it. Let's just come to that assumption. But then I'll hit him with a quick justice combination. If he's not dead by then, I'll try to hit him with Sonic Bomb maybe or some shit like that. I'll catch up to him and keep attacking. But in a regular match, there's no reason to stamina break them at all. Even if you do or don't play with stamina breaks, female Majins are very tactical. I will say that much, and I won't be getting on the purification form because I'm not including transformations in this. Transformations is for another video, but let's move on. And I also say one more thing about the female Majins. They have one combo, I believe it's the triangle square square, that it allows you like to track out the ass and go to the top of the map and all that other cancer shit. So yeah, it can be quite frustrating because even if you vanish, you can still get caught. But if you know how to play it right and you play your cards right, you can easily get around it. And another race that has that combo is the Frieza race. And they have that, I believe it's almost the same combo string. It's the little uppercut where they like teleport you and drag you across the map. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the combo strings are, but I'm pretty sure if you play with a Frieza Race or have played, you've done this combo before and you know what I'm talking about. Frieza Races, they can be very strategic and tactical too, and they're in my opinion a top race in the game. Now they're not easy to combo with. They are the hardest race to combo with in the game because all their combos are stiff, doesn't allow you to pull off moves in between them. They're not. I have a Ki Blast Frieza Race, if you didn't already know. It's not very easy to play with them, so you're not as flexible as you can be or creative as you can be with any other race, in comparison to the Frieza Race. But however, Frieza Races are very good at basic attacks because since their combos are so stiff, they can do a fast amount of damage in a short amount of time, even faster than male humans, than that triangle square triangle square. And this is the best thing about Frieza Races, not the fact that they're fast, not the fact that they have tracking combos or high basic and stiff combos, which can work to your advantage if you're a basic attacker. But the thing about Frieza Races is that they can recover stamina all times during the fight unless they're blocking. This means when they're like, if a Frieza Race breaks your guard, alright, and he's comboing you, your whole guard break, while he's attacking you and comboing you and taking your damn health bar away, he could potentially gain 2 bars of stamina from that. Now I'm not sure on the regen on what it is, but I'm pretty sure if you have your stamina broken with 9 bars of stamina, if you're not dead by the end of him comboing you, God forbid, yes, he will regain stamina during the fight while you're hitting him, while he's hitting you. That's just how it goes. While he's doing a damn move, which can save, if you're a Frieza Race, it can save you an ass amount of times. That's comparable in a sense to the Namekian stamina regen and health regen, but it's mainly their health regen, and I'll get on Namekians right now. Ah yes, I almost forgot. The most cancerous thing about the Frieza Races is their back hit, which can hit from everywhere. Their back hit is literally omnipotent in that regard. It's everywhere. It can hit everything. As like I said, their weakness to their thing is like to the fact that after their back hit, like they can't do anything. But regardless, if they just wait for you to vanish and you try to get away from that shit, probably gonna still hit you. So yeah, if you're a Frieza Race, don't try to stamina bait. Now Namekians, I already made a video on Namekians, so there's not really much to cover here because I already said much. But here's the bottom line: is they have, it even says when you pick the character, when you create the character, Namekians have the highest stamina regen in the game, quite opposite of the male Majins. They have health regen at a certain health, which can say, like, if you're a Namekian or you fought a Namekian, you know that shit can save them if they're playing their cards right. They have high priority, not much more than Saiyans, but it's like a area priority rather than a focused priority. Male Saiyans, whenever they charge in with that little knee, it like pierces the opponent's priority. With Namekians, it's just like all over, like it just like fucking takes like aerial denial. Basically it just takes over all of that if you're doing the right combo, and I believe it's triangle square. They do a high amount of damage on their basic attack, even though they didn't do shit in Xenoverse 1. But yeah, Namekians are really useful. The only thing about Namekians, which is a downside, is that they don't have a lot of step cancels. But if you use supers, then you can quickly cover this. But if we're just talking about straight fighting mechanics and nothing else with it, then yes, Namekians do not have a bunch of step cancels, and I really can't say you can rely on Ki Blast cancels for them, because it really doesn't give you that much time to use Ki Blast cancels with a Namekian anyway. So yeah, Namekians, they're pretty good. They're pretty, in my opinion, they're the most OP race in the game. But bottom line is, and I will say this one more thing: the weakness to Frieza Races is if they do a back hit and try to stamina bait you, they cannot Ki Blast cancel after that back hit or immediately move. So if you see a Frieza Race trying to stamina bait, just let them back hit, because they'll be wide open and they won't be able to do shit. I don't even think they can use a move actually afterwards. Last time I used my Frieza Race, after I did my back hit and I missed, I couldn't even use a move. I couldn't use After Image, Phantom Fist, backflip. I couldn't use anything. The only thing you can basically do is 1 bar vanish at that point, and that's risky at its own. But yeah, the point of this video was made for people to fucking just like shut the hell up. Like, every race is OP in their own regard. That's basically it. That's why I don't complain. Some people say I fucking complain about male Saiyans and whatnot. Nah, I really don't. I'm just speaking my opinion on them. If I don't have a like, I'll say this again, I don't have a reason to complain about anything in this game because I can easily fucking counter half of the bullshit that goes on in this game regardless. It doesn't really matter. I'm a male human, like, I'm fucking set. If I get my Namekian, I'm fucking set. If I get my female Majin, I'm fucking set. Like, it doesn't really matter. It just, like, some races do counter other races. But the thing is, every race is OP in their own regard. Some may be more OP than others. Some may not be as OP, and neither are broken. But I will say one thing. All of them are OP in their own little ways. And that's exactly how Xenoverse is supposed to work and was supposed to work. And it's still supposed to work like that. But yeah, that's my video for today. This was very detailed. I know some people like long. This was like a 15-minute video, so I know some people like these type of videos and whatnot. Some people don't. But leave a like. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. But yeah, that's my video for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all later.